Welcome to Shadow Income. We're here to help you make money. I usually don't do a weekly video, but this week is very different. This has definitely been a very exciting week for a lot of people, and I hope everyone is okay. But it's the end of the week, so let's take a look what the week has brought us and what we can do in the next week. So in this video, I'll talk about, first of all, my account balance. Next, I'll talk about some of the things we are seeing from the trend line in the NASDAQ and SPY, and think about what could happen in the next week. And in the end of the video, I'll talk about one of the stocks that I actually purchased during the market correction in the last couple of days. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. What you're looking at is the daily chart for S&P 500. And the first day on Monday, it's a big green line. Great. And next 3 days, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it just kept going down and pressing through the 50-day moving average. And then finally on Friday, there's a rebound, which is very comforting, and ended the week a little bit in a positive note. So a lot of people have been talking about it, and this is a strong rotation, rotating away from the growth-oriented stock to the value-oriented stock, which I mentioned in the video last time. There are a couple of factors. Bond yield is one, and the economy is reopening with the vaccine rolling out. So people are moving money away from technology-based stock to some of the traditional base-oriented stocks. Now, let's look at the NASDAQ, where it's been mostly hit in the last couple of days. The NASDAQ composite pretty much just started very positive on the first day of March. There was a couple of sell-off towards the last couple of days of February, but March it has a good opening. The next couple of days, it was just like SPNY, but even worse. It pierced through the 50-day moving average. It pierced through the 13,000 support line, and then it kept coming down. And in the morning on Friday, there was a potential risk of hitting the 12,000 line, which is very surprising. Consider it jumped from 13,000 to 12,000, and everyone was panicking on Friday. A lot of people were panicking on Friday. I personally was thinking about the same thing, where this can be going. But then the market ended up a little bit in a higher note, coming back to the 13,000 line. Actually closed around 12,920. So very close to the 13,000 lines. So that's a good news. And if we look at the people's account balance, and which I can use one of my accounts as an example, in the last couple of days, it pretty much brought me back to the beginning of the year. On January 1st, my account was 36,000, and now it's even lower than before. So pretty much erasing all the gains from the Q4 earnings run up and even worse. So definitely, you're not alone. There are people out there, and I hope this is a little bit comfort. But coming back, let's look at where this can be going in the next week. First, we have to look at the technical. There are a couple of things I mentioned earlier. 50-day moving average is no longer there. The support and the resistance lines right now are 13,000 and then 12,000. If we're hitting 12,000, definitely an even worse sign. But the next couple of days, we'll see if there's the NASDAQ would rebound above the 13,000 lines. If it did, it would be a very, very good signals. Then you look at the weekly chart. Just take a step back and look at the weekly chart. The NASDAQ has been pretty much on a positive note on the last couple of months. The last time it had a 3 consecutive weekly drop was in September. And then the week after that, it actually rebounded and closed in a higher note. So could this be a same case as September? We don't know. We'll hope so. But let's just keep looking at it. Enough about the market. Next, I want to talk about stock. This is one of the stock I actually purchased in the last couple of days, and it's Ford. So take a look at Ford. I actually have a couple call option on Ford. The first options that I am going to having and exercising, and I'm thinking about exercising it, is a call strike at the $10. But really, the last couple of days, I've been buying Ford contracts. See, one of the things I purchased is March the 3rd, and when the market first crashed, I actually bought 4 of the Ford contract at $15 strike price. I anticipate Ford is giving me a good rebound and could be a good entry point at this point. Secondly, you can see I have a couple more call options on Ford. Why am I bullish about Ford? Looking at the Ford stock chart here, this is the Ford daily chart, and it's pretty much showing some of the key different signals, volume, unbalanced volumes. So let's focus on the pricing chart. I mentioned earlier, Ford, on the day where NASDAQ was green, it went up a little bit. Then the second day where NASDAQ actually started dropping, Ford was holding really well and above the 21-day, above the 18-day moving average. And then the next couple of days when the market really was hammered and the NASDAQ dropped, piercing through the 50-day moving average of 13,000 lines, the Ford stock is still holding above the 18-day moving average. And it's still trading above the $11.74. And on Friday, it went back to the $12.27 closing. So first of all, when the market was crashing, Ford is holding the line well. And so that's a good signal. Now let's look at the fundamental side. One of the company executives in the recent conference talked about Ford transition to electrical vehicles. They are going to both basically focus on a couple of things. The traditional well-known Mustang series, and that's some of the vehicles are already on there in the production line, and you can see them on the street. The other thing that got me very bullish about Ford is pretty much their partnership with Amazon and other big vendors. If you look at the Amazon vans, they're all using Ford. And I don't know if you see, but one time I was driving and I was I was waiting in a traffic light, and I see 20 different Amazon vehicles come out from their parking lot, going to different parts of the city to deliver. They're all Ford electrical vehicles. So this partnership with Amazon is really, really strong. And I'm bullish about that because e-commerce is not going away for sure. Given the pandemics, everyone is so used to purchasing online. And what got me even more interested is the fact that they're trying to get into the electrical truck area, the F-150 BEV series. So the future for Ford, at least according to the company executives in their announcement on one of the conference, is bright. Their transition over. They're later than the Tesla and other companies like NIO, but we all have seen what those two stocks have been doing the last couple of days. NIO and Tesla both got hit really bad, and Ford is holding the line really well. Another signal that got me very bullish about Ford is basically look at their balance. In the last couple of years, the Ford, especially the actual closing on Q4, there was a drop of revenue of 19.3%, and the EBITDA was 34.1% drop. But the estimate on the Ford company towards the end of the year on 2021, where the analyst is expecting Ford will have a 25.4% revenue increase, and EBITDA is going to jump significantly from negative to positives, 63.7%. So the market is really bullish about Ford, and Ford right now at this point trading at a $12 is very close to the analyst ratings, and I think it's being undervalued. With that being said, With that being said, everything I mentioned here is for educational purpose, helping you understand how to look for companies, opportunities. And again, I hope the information here is useful and helpful. If you find the information helpful, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. And I would really appreciate it if you share with your friends and peers. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Trade safe. We'll come back and stay positive.